Ew, it's zucchini. Hey, real... Dude, V-Dub. Dude, so, fun fact, I've been playing a lot with V-Dub. He started an Arma community. He did a Liberation. You could not have picked a more perfect stream to come on to, man. Let me show you. I'm going to show off for you. We're going to do a tunnel op today. This is one of the newest concepts I've gotten into. I should really put some statics down in here. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna throw some statics down, but
send in goat team.
We're gonna have a lot of fun today. This is probably some of my best work I've done in a while. And Mod, it gives V-Dub a sub. Look at that. Sub Santa added again. Thanks so much, Mod, and I hope you both keep enjoying the ops and get a kick out of this one. So, I'm going to prioritize, let's see, just a few places. We're only going to do some weaker 50 cal Dishkas instead of doing, like, I'll be honest, I had a thought to use a ZU. We're not going to do that. They're going to be on 73, but I think I'm just going to teleport around and listen to the local nets like that. We're going to do another Dishka right here.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
But again, for those of you just coming in, some things to note, again, this was a Soviet base. I still have security cameras out and about. And again, if I had this done my way, which I'll probably just recycle the concept for another op, there would still be Russians in here, just further in the base past a locked area. But to hint at the Russians, first off, intel they gotta grab to unlock more of these ops is over here. And then I've got a big pile of skeletons and then a bunch of Russian helmets to kind of hint that, you know, what this base was. But looking outside the tunnel, it looks pretty goofy because of the assets you have to use to, you know, make it look like there's support columns and stuff. I like to use the big cranes. And then the concrete roofing on the top, that's just a concrete pier. And it looks pretty goofy on the outside, but this is all completely tested, and hopefully the player base has a good time with it today. So they're going to load up in 2 vehicles, and let's see how the elites of TSB get this done. Thank you, V. Alright, Hibbert did a DC. I might have to teleport him in later. This is high 50 check. Cack. Oh, if no one's on 50, this should be interesting to say the least. But I'm going to be teleported up with them, listening to them anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. They've got a bit of a drive to the AO. I already told them I'm not going to engage them on their way here. Again, starting garrison's not that hard. I told them how to use the ladder right there. We should be okay. There it is. Hi, buddy.
When Danny's good and ready, can you just make sure that he's set to medic input pretty much near us?
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, thanks.
So I'm going to hide myself, put myself in here prematurely.
Disregard is with me. Just make sure that Danny's set to medic, please.
Yeah, I'll do it once you all dismount.
Thanks, mate.
So now we got a bit of time. You have an E-boner. Fair. Oh, also guys, today's training at 5 is going to be an AT Grenadier, and I am not going to accept T0s today. Simply because we've done 2 basic trainings back to back, and each class had like 8 people, so I don't want to deal with it. It's going to be too many people, and I end up bashing my head against the wall. I only want to spend an hour training today, because those basics, each one took like 2.5 hours. Can't wait for a game like Arma to see what it can become in a few decades. Yeah, I'll be honest. Arma could be a lot more... like, how do I word this conversation? Arma 4 is going to be dope. Because Arma 4, they're going to redo the fucking engine. Because you got to remember, Arma 3 is running off of the original Cold War Assault engine. So it's like 15 years old. The fact that we're able to play at like 30 frames with this fucking game still baffles me. But when they redo the engine and optimize it a lot better, we're going to get a lot back in terms of frames. And we're going to be able to do big maps like Fallujah or Mogadishu because, you know, they'll enable things like more multi-threading for the cores. Because that was an issue for the longest fucking time. And hopefully things will be better. Especially for servers that have multiple CPUs. It's going to really unfuck that problem. So... I've been saying this back and forth. I have some insider intel for how Arma 4 is going, but all I'm allowed to say is it's not going to be for a while. It's going to be, let's see, it's 2019 now. It's going to be another like 3 years minimum because they're working on Wylands, DayZ, and a few other projects. They're still closing out all the DLCs right now for Arma 3, but we have a lot of time to keep going with this game. In my case, I think that's great because we still, like, the past year and a half alone, we've seen a lot of new mod projects come up. Star Wars has been getting some big upgrades. Warhammer 40k has been really getting up there. New small projects have started up, like SCP. It's unfortunate what happened to the Starship Trooper mod. They discontinued that, but we still have the bugs in it, which are still really amazing. And there's Halo's updating, Realism's updating, RHS keeps adding stuff, Cup keeps adding stuff, Unsun keeps adding stuff. It's really good what's going on. So we're at the AO now. Let me quickly get Sergeant Danny assigned as a medic. I told them they could bring.
Listen out on comms. It's 7-3.
A-firm. I'm already listening. Here, we'll listen to the radio. Why not?
Tap your
at the bottom of the concrete pad right there, you see him in the
C-tab isn't broken.
Got one right now.
Gold Squad checking in.
They updated it to fix the dependency issues.
Yeah, they don't see us.
I'm glad you're still using Liru. Keep up the awesome
I got
work.
suppressed weapon. Anyone else?
I also got suppressed and a marksman.
We're gonna have him come out of my left ear.
No, listen, hold on, before you do
Okay, man, I thought you already resubbed earlier today, but whatever, man. Thanks so much for the 12-month resub, my dude. Hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you're gonna kick out of this. So they're talking about the guys I have. But since there's only a small amount of them, we should be getting some pretty decent frames here.
To the south, not north, to the south.
Oh, fuck. Well, never mind. Never mind. It's because that tunnel, again, it's so fucking laggy. But as they kill people, I'll be deleting bodies and trying to make it better, so we'll see how it goes.
Danny and Druza.
Oh yeah, no, Arma 4 is gonna take quite a few years.
Tactical truck sighted at the front, you should see the lights. Stop!
I drank cider today, I might drink today. I'm probably not gonna drink tonight, I'm out of cider. I drank all my Magners, I'm sad. And I went drinking with Moon 2 nights ago. And we fucking got hammered, and then I got together with some friends and we did the entire Tanoan Apex Protocol campaign.
Push the hardcore.
Push to the buildings, let's go, engage.
Alright, so they just got spotted by the guys right there. I'm surprised they spotted them. They tried to stay out of the light.
Lights is probably what gave us away.
Yeah, it's the lights, even though they
some people edged it.
between. Whatever, here we go. Electric Spark, thanks for the 16-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a kick out of this.
Right.
Oh, my earplugs are gone. That's fantastic.
Right, keep on pushing a little bit towards the southeast. We're going to keep on pushing over that way. Push over one block, then form on engagement.
Anyone have extra
just earplugs here? We'll be within cover right here, man. We'll need to push around into the open. I'm going over.
I'm already up and over in the containers.
It's clear. Hurry up over before it changes.
Oh, okay. No. If I were to enable something, it would glitch out his loadout. It didn't let me add stuff.
Guys and give it a one server. Don't hard clear the soft.
Definitely gonna hard clear. Just all dudes inside. Lots of dudes.
First floor occupied.
You get shot.
Alright, then hard clear it.
Shoot lights, please. Shoot fucking all sorts of lights that are on.
Just gonna send some QRF around.
Just moving in first
Bring
row.
50 cal car out. And have this guy go up and crouch. Now let's get some modules going here. Let's go into Ace. Let's get this suppressive fire to go up.
Techno's coming over. Direction.
I made my thing go away.
East on the other side of the wall. Iceberg, keep eyes on the north side of you.
Get that suppressive fire to light up that building. Holy shit, it's lighting up Azariah. Look at that light effect.
You cleared the other half of the 410 pistol?
No, negative. That side is still not clear.
Get overwhelming fire behind that fucking technical, get the gunner. Let's push over to the next complex and get pushing that fucking melee range. Whoa, get down. Stay in a low crouch. It's not a technical, it's a 50 on the roof. I know where it is. Get fire on it, It's speeding me down, I can laser it. Got it.
Techie gunner down, there's a techie, and there's also a mount on the roof.
Roof is dead. Watch out. Roof is dead. Got it.
Guys, be advised, you've got some gas.
Pushing over in the open.
In south, it sounds like. Come on.
Shot southeast.
Andrew.
Right, iceberg start
South,
dominating.
south,
I think Andrew's changed his name to Andrew.
I'm not in coordination with my team right now. We didn't plan this really good.
Massive firepower south. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Green team, push across.
They're hugging each other. I'm gonna have a few guys come for their rear.
Blue cover green as we get across.
Just keep flowing through, keep flowing through.
And we'll
Anyone
have
take a chance with the wall?
another technical come
I'm
out.
medicing myself, and I'm gonna go up and over this wall to our east.
Got it.
Green, I want you guys
And
with
this will
me.
be the end of my
Get off
reinforcements.
this road. Southwest, southwest.
Azariah gets out. There was a guy hugging the wall.
Push over the fence as soon as you guys
Drop
get
shot at him.
I'm on your 6
Fuck.
head.
Fuck it, I'm going over. Let's go. Push over, someone clear. Gonna be under fire, but move.
Andrews, a go.
Vehicle
Another
coming in
truck
west.
from behind.
Is that gunner down on at 50?
We
Yes,
can't,
he
we
is.
just get into the tunnel. It's not happening the whole fucking thing.
Andrews by the vehicles.
Hey, contact in this building to our right. Auntie, watch your right in this building.
Ambiguous looks like he's crashing out. They drop him.
Check for prone, check for prone.
He saves him from the window. Ambiguous is back good.
Roger, secure that tunnel entrance, so let's get in there.
That's how that suppressive fire kick in. We're gonna break through the fence.
Shots on, just broke the fence,
I love hearing the panic. That's infested Daka you're hearing. He looks like he's taking charge of this. But it makes it sound so ambient.
I haven't heard from Teacher. Teacher, are you alive?
I'm fine.
We're pushing over to these two land rivers.
You good?
I
We're gonna
got a
start
ladder.
filling the area.
Good. Let's hurry up and get to that tunnel entrance. I'm in the area.
So looks like they found it.
Entrance is here. We're taking shots from above.
Tempest will
Get
take
the
out
building.
here.
Here, we can actually, let's Azariah's down right now. Let's we're looking at Iceberg's vision right now. We can see all the units right now. He's got his friendlies coming up.
guys with me. You good? Tempest
Looking up
will
there.
Here. West. To the break of the fence where the truck came from. Behind.
Aiming for guys coming in right fast. It's always a nice tactic I like to utilize. Now I'm gonna control C that flare.
Truck secure on the eastern side. Shots next to them.
Bad Wolf, how did you miss him? Holy crap, Bad Wolf, that was like the worst spot. Looks like these 4 snipers
Yeah, it's
also
a lot of
tagged Tempestal.
Green team, we're gonna go last. We are holding security here.
Good copy. Blue team goes next.
Bad Wolf, down, he's banned.
So you can barely hear them. Gonna teleport myself like this. They're holding right here. They're staying low. Daka's the only one down there.
You guys hear me? I'm in the tunnel.
I told them not to use the ladders. They have to teleport.
Teleport is on the
I
northeastern
fucking was hoping
part.
it was gonna be darker than this shit.
I'm still gonna use MVGs though because actually no, fuck that. Hold on, let's make sure everyone gets in here. First two guys front, last guys staying fucking kneeling. You need a back? Yeah, it's time to chance.
Hey, Habib, you hear English? Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Hey, look, we're not due for another. Oh shit! They're doing alright, Sniper. They got, 3 guys outside the tunnel, though, that are, in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, so they have the Maskaz over
You
here.
need to get guys inside the fucking tunnel as fast as you can.
I'm shooting over your head as a riot, Got it. Sure. Someone call me, I need to reload.
Yeah, there's 3 down people and I don't want to kill them. I need you.
Yeah, he's gonna
Have to
see
send
the
a couple
auto
of
rifleman
guys
right
to go
there.
Fucking deal with the Maskaz macro, take the rest of the blue and go and help that out. We'll
Did you not see him?
this T junction.
Oh, that's why.
Fucking comes us this way.
Well, this is gonna get messy. He should have seen the gun stick out. Beep beep.
Say here in the middle prone, and we get a little bit to the right.
Now he's gonna get shot. Yep, there we go.
I'm watching that left side of the box on high, so if they peek their head, I'll take the heads off.
Got it.
I've also got a fucking frag ready. Nice.
No single fire on this one, stick to full auto.
Yeah, watch out for Ram.
Yeah, they found the tunnel. We'll hold as long as we can. Start moving the shit.
Doc, did you hear that?
Now it's a standoff.
Just had fucking like Habib just say that he'll hold the tunnel as long as he can, so expect like hidden emplacements.
Yes, sets up extra 50 cals. The more time we get, the better.
If you want, but just get him into the tunnel. You can use it against the enemy. This tunnel has to have an exit too, so we're probably going to end up in the middle of the desert way out anyway, so. Like I said, no need to pull reverse security. We just need to push through. If we have a shit ton of tier 2s, I would, you know, do that, but.
Why are they? I'm just checking C-Tab. Why are they on the wrong side of the building?
They were pulling secure.
I'm gonna stack these guys up right here. Yeah, Wolf, you could probably jump in. I can just teleport you in here, but you have to do it really quickly before the Maskaz finishes. These 3 guys Maskaz, though, I'm not sure they're gonna make it. It looks like they got one of them up, but yeah, it was Bad Wolf, but the other 2, it's because the guys up here.
Yeah, I have the top go.
They're lucky none of those vehicles go off, because if it does, they're fucked. This is 1 life, yep.
Iceberg. I'm in.
Makarov wants to start over there.
No light.
Damn,
no light.
that light's bright. Oh, screw this. Frag out.
Let's go. Push through, let's go.
Spotted.
It's taking
Yeah,
forever.
I've seen McCall compounder.
Back is down.
2 people in front, go low on crowds, rest of the people stand up.
Yeah, there's Wolf coming in.
He's down.
I'm dragging Decker back.
Reloading.
You think I'm up? I'm moving up. I'm up.
Teacher, keep to one side. I had to
I think Tempest still bled out. Yeah. It's a shame what happened. There was a PCAM on the high area.
There you go. Finally, you guys got here. Come on, let's push through. Yeah, Tempest's dead.
Blue
Yeah,
float it
that's where I
left.
left.
Dark can take your guys. Push
Shame what happened right there.
Walk the phone again. Doc, you coming? I'm coming. I was getting packed up. Numbers are a great advantage here. Let's use them wisely.
End of tunnel clear on that left turn.
You know, I'm gonna say this. If Sniper Wolf comes into the stream and actually decides to late join an op, you know that the op is good.
Okay,
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but if I can impress him...
If Battle pushed down the corridor, then...
Just saying, I'm really happy about that.
Got him.
FYI.
Zach, put a nade around that.
Player... Yep, that got him in. Oh, well.
Machine gunner, hold fire, please. Fuck.
Yep.
Behind us.
He just had to wobble it a bit.
No, he's dead. Is that a fucking Dishka? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a Dishka.
I told him I was setting them up since they were taking forever.
You want another frag back there? Yeah, throw a flag down. Flag down there. Blue team with the
Grenade went a bit close. It's gonna kill that guy.
Woo! Fucking, I'm going in.
There goes that motherfucker.
Teacher, get over here. Dishka's down. Still our last teacher. I'm up here. I'm pushing past the second bulldozer now. What's up? Alright.
Taki, you good?
Oh,
shit.
Please do not frag me. Only 4 personnel.
This is just to give an excuse that, you know, there was a tunnel in.
Random guys in front taking knees so that we're not going to be firing through people's heads.
And as they move past, we can delete these bodies at least. And then when they finish the objective, I can spawn stuff in. This motherfucker, he died with his head impaled.
Tunnel clear is a nasty business. Throw a grenade. Right tunnel grenade. Sure, we turn off the lights. We have that vision, they don't.
Not really gonna help much.
Yeah, turning lights off.
Now we have a shooter down there, he's shooting at head level.
I'm breaking right. Who's going right with me? Putting a grenade back there. Don't move up.
He didn't even see him, his back was turned.
Spice bill forward.
So he didn't notice when he just, you know, slung to the left. So I threw a grenade up there. Like Azariah woke back up. These guys are knocking out the lights.
Pushing
That was
up.
all too fast, then they've got no other option.
It splits left here, there's vehicles.
It's got an RPG to fly by.
Alright.
We're going up on the left.
Me and RC are yeah, we both like something big.
Right over my iceberg, it's called take a fucking.
This is fun! I haven't had this much fun with this in such a long time.
The gunner's down.
Auntie's down.
Sound off, who's up after that fucking RPG?
Macro's up. Let's do that. Watch left corner.
Oh, right in my face when I got that RC. Beep beep.
Can't quite go up there. Bunch of explosives here.
Yeah, just be careful with your explosives before you bangs.
I was pushing forward to the left.
Oh, that's where one got out.
Right. Remember to turn off the lights, boys. Put a tower over quick.
Back up, just this is yeah.
MBG 9 down to the east of Dock 9.
That's what I'm saying. Far back left.
I love this. So I did test it. If they blow up all those vehicles for whatever reason, it won't blow the tunnel up.
That guy.
What?
So it sounds like they're bandaged up onto you.
What's your status, boys?
Burger.
Wolf's down, he's working on him.
Makarov, I need you up here with
Iceberg's
your
also
guys.
down.
A little bit of a Kaz here. 2 down on the mostly person. To the south or to the east? South tunnel with the fucking convoy. I'm on you. Crossfielders are not coming to you soon. They're still medicing. Roger, can you get fucking Iceberg? He just went down. I can't dive ice on the enemy. I need to hold. I have Iceberg next to me though, but the enemies are shooting at me.
Drones are going off. Got casualty down there.
Darker, right now, me, Danny, Teacher, and Bad will pushed on that northern route.
We'll throw another earthquake down, make it a bit stronger, especially after that explosion.
Roger, take it slow, got a little bit slugging here.
Hey, we're holding it here.
Yeah, so Teacher fucking exploded.
Maybe when you're done, help me.
I'm pretty sure there's a casualty up here by the fire, but I can't get to him.
Most likely Teacher.
Most likely Teacher, yeah. No surprise there.
Working on Iceberg. He's been down for a minute, correct? Sniper's been down longer, but he should be a fresh shot. I don't have anywhere, I don't know nowhere close to Sniper. I got Sniper, organized. Good call. He has the CPR from Fallujah. Come over here. I'll come over in a second. No need, I'm already CPRing.
So they're working on their dudes.
Ambi, how's it looking on that fucking hellway?
Doc, a lot of people are falling back our direction from you.
Good. Got it.
Your Teacher in the background, I'm breathing true.
Okay, first team.
I'm out of ammo! I forget, he would fire his gun and not have a full clip of 30. Wee woo, silly.
Oh yeah, good shit. Teacher, I have not heard from you for a while.
Lamps off, you should go by him, guys. Teacher's down over here, we got him.
I've got Teach, he's up in about 5.
I feel bad for Tempest that died before he could even come down here. That's gotta suck. Yeah, so they're moving up, clearing.
I broke way back out in 10 seconds.
Jeez, Auntie, that was a lot of miss.
Continuing to move east. Do we have any people still holding where we came from? Yes, Andrews up. Good call.
Az is up, we're at that intersection up ahead of you.
Yeah, we're pushing. Just make sure you're still alive.
Up ahead, there's a barracks building. There's guys inside there.
Ooh, nasty trade
Between
there.
us and you is not cleared. We did not clear that.
Roger that.
But after they get the intel, guys, I'm gonna immediately backtrack.
Oh shit.
Start
Sounds like a
garrisoning.
machine gun to the east. Watch out, boys. Yeah, Roger.
You see them putting that their lamps on.
Where the fuck are they?
Good kill. Good kill.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth between night vision and regular vision.
Catching up a sniper, he's clearing house.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Remember the
That's
roll,
okay.
double tap everything. Also, check out the vehicles so there's nobody hiding below. Yeah, go prone, check for feet. Shot boys, there's open.
There's one here in the window to the right as well. Machine gunner, top right.
Watch for grenades.
Top right, first building.
Sergeant Bluffer's the buddy.
Another building. This building here, there's another building facing east-west. Facing us.
Watch those kill angles. Got two dudes with red turbans on around the corner.
We got anybody watching north where we came from?
They cleared it out supposedly, but keep an eye on it.
Sniper, you good?
Oh, fuck, that's the wrong button. It's the answer key.
I'm just the
Contact behind the building, lots of them.
Clear house, no grenades.
Ooh, that's gonna go off. Iceberg is unconscious. Oh no, he needs to pull back. These are from Cup, they're explodable barrels, and it just adds a nice light effect.
And there goes my MPGs.
There's one guy down the hall.
So they cleared out most of
We got the
that.
generator. I see his little fucking turbine.
Some of these guys are chilling back here, they're watching rear security. Again, I can't...
With a leg shot.
I don't want to risk sending
Yeah, I got
units because they're gonna run
fucking
through these textures.
Loading.
So I hate that they won't have much to do, but you know what
Three
can I do at that
different
point?
At the end of the hallway doesn't look manned. Teacher and I are pushing the right side of the building.
Bombs look clear. Bombs look clear.
Sniper on left side. Let them move the cover.
There's a guy behind me too. Fuck, that was that was messy.
Your first building.
At the back, just active, watch out. You get it? You get it?
Ooh, he caught on to me quick. Modadix saying he's here to trick mortals into bargaining their souls away. That's so what are they over here for? There's a lot of them.
Immediately go south.
There's the 50 firing up at him.
The man just at the end of the hall.
Danny tries to get up with the spray. Someone, Sniper Wolf, I think, just dropped it because he called it his mean down.
Bang out far.
Need someone be ground floor, second barracks.
Oh, there was a third one, motherfucker. He's GMGing. Push up. Fuck.
So they're calling me out quick. Again, these guys doing really well.
Morphin, keep moving and secure this tunnel.
Like I got Danny with those GP25 rounds. Makarov and Kavaris are coming out clear.
Slowly.
Gonna stand this dude up.
40 wounds, I got a bandage.
Same here.
He's getting shot at by the dude in the window. He gets killed from the rear.
I just ducked a guy that was shooting at you. Hope that should ease it.
See if I can have this dude quickly remount that 50. Ah, he died before I could get it. Oh yeah, no. I am very impressed with how the threes are doing. I put quite a few dudes in here, and they're doing a really good job. Now this guy, I'm going to try. Well, he's gonna die before I can.
What's that? A shotgun?
Yeah,
second floor. Good shot.
second floor of the second building is clear.
First floor.
I'm gonna garrison those guys. Yeah, so you can ungarrison when they're holding out like this. Auntie got shot at.
I've got Danny.
We got 80.
Teacher gets sprayed the fuck down. Bad Wolf's still okay.
Bosses, where are you? Lit.
Second building is clear.
And that's our last guy. Alright, so they're bandaging. I am now going to garrison around here.
Sniper's down right here.
Doc, I'm moving south of Makarov.
Roger that. Oh, what the? Whoa.
I'm moving towards Makarov.
-1. Danny's about to be up.
I'm gonna need a little bit of help fixing up Sniper. He's kind of fucked.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, put those lights on. Let's get some Middle Eastern dudes. We don't have to specify position. Yeah, so that's where Tempest still died.
You clear the second story of the third building yet?
We are doing work.
Sound off. Who's up? Who's not? Doing one at a time.
Hold on.
Macro green.
Wait up. Is third building clear? Laptop, left on the laptop. So that's a no. Check the third building. Okay, continue.
So there's the laptop intel.
Makarov and I have reached the southern edge.
Roger. What's the laptop, so you just grab it?
It's still up there.
Double tapping the Dishka gunner.
We got Ward's crimes back here.
Oh man.
Ground. This
Oh
is.
shit, dude, this is... Guys, this is too spooky for me, I have to leave.
It's too spooky. I have to leave.
Bro,
SCP here.
So they just tried to call me on
Ground.
50.
This is threes.
No, they're trying to call
No,
each
we
other
have
right
to get
now.
out.
Yeah, let's turn around and get out of here. Oh, fuck.
Fuck, are we playing Nazi Zombie Army now?
No, it's just a skeleton army, it's... You never heard that?
Uh-oh.
They're here
Ground.
to spook us.
Too spooky,
Where the
6
fuck is
Yeah,
Ground?
they're gonna give us too spooky 9-me.
Oh, fuck.
Let's pull back, guys. Come on, let's pull back the way we can.
Okay, Dad.
Keep in mind,
Really is right down here.
tunnel exit's probably crawling with bad guys now.
Oh, nothing we can do about
We
that,
just
but
sit
shoot
here and flail around.
Back to
It's
tunnel.
nothing-
Let's go.
It's nothing a shot
Luckily, we put out all the lights on the way up, so should be our
Ground.
fucking
Threes.
court.
How read?
Lasers and lights.
You're in a fucking tunnel. I can't hear you.
As you dum-dum, let's get back to the
Like this tire.
As you fucking dumb dumb.
Pretty well done for a
That was
tunnel.
about the tunnel.
Hey, even Daka
Still got a bunch
complimented
of
it.
lights and shit on back here. Did you guys clear
Don't
this
worry
area?
about it.
We cleared it, we didn't turn off the lights.
That was dumb. I'd much rather go through the dark area than this.
The dark tunnel EMP there.
Like,
Yeah, so
why?
I'm
Run back,
he's
get
out.
in the dark area.
Well, I'm out of the MP.
We're in the dark
We've left
zone.
someone behind. Hang on, we've left someone.
It's Makarov.
left out.
Oh god, teacher, don't.
There is a lot of contacts down that way.
RPG
Oh,
guy
wait,
did.
safe.
So we're saying they brought some lanterns with them.
Yeah, they're filing in from behind his tower, top left.
I've come to realise over that shit show that we dealt with outside, yeah, we're gonna deal with that shit as soon as we get out.
Yeah, well, it's easier to deal with here than leave for security, they all die.
Realizing.
Keep it tight.
Push through, come on.
So they're moving on from
The
this
fuck was
area.
that?
Looking for roommate yelling at top of his lungs. I do it too, so it can't be bad.
Just kill the lights as we go.
Here's it, watch out. Yeah,
So as they move on, we can delete
Right
bodies, make frames better.
Dude, we got friendlies up there, watching shots.
Hold on grenades, me and Drizza and Bad Wolf are forward.
Behind the bulldozer, far side.
So yep, they're getting on the Dishka.
Oh, that's the issue.
That's security out there, out.
That was iceberg.
Amazing, they got it.
Flashbang behind the trucks, ready?
Ready.
Oh, he was stuck in a reload animation. I was literally mashing the G key. We're not doing an IED. It would take too long.
Was that a second flash or?
Nope, first.
Second flash hit me.
Whatever, doesn't matter, we're through.
It's a left turn here.
We have the advantage, the lights are
Then
off.
we're fire part on the hallway, you'll lay down.
If you're in front, take a knee. If you're in the back, stand up. If you're in the very front, go prone. That way we're not shooting each
fucking back. Come on.
Right turn ahead is dead end. Just keep eyes on it.
Yeah, keep eyes on it. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna frag the right tunnel.
Put it down
Good,
behind
good
the fucking thing.
The tunnel continues like this down, so remember, watch the sides.
Put a 40 down range for that right tunnel.
Iceberg's down.
Shotgunner, it's the way of life.
Because 12 gauge.
Yeah, don't move.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Crouch up in front.
Yeah, I'm going deaf, by the way.
To make it look like he was coming down. Cool. So that's everyone dead in there, and now I'm gonna focus on some other stuff. Oh, we got that guy still okay. Alright, that's down. Teacher traded with him. That guy's out of the tunnel. Just gonna delete him.
We're good, let's move.
Regroup at the fucking ladders. Wait till everyone's here before
Hey,
we push
be
out.
careful, outside is pretty open, get ready to pull me in security and cover.
Do reloads.
For the time.
Back here.
Yeah, reload now, because this is gonna be a really
Now and then we
nasty exit.
Here, vehicle motor.
Dak is already gone, okay then.
Yeah, it's not secure, don't break the security over.
I'm repacking my max.
Wolves come out.
People are already going. Andrews, if you're good, go. I'm going now.
Alright, let's wake some dudes up. They were supposed to come out a bit faster than one at a time right there.
Why is there so many lamps?
Last one out.
Because they were taking the lamps inside.
Around the building.
Turn the lamps off.
Wait a minute, where are we sitting here? Why don't we just get in the car and leave?
Yeah, why don't they just get in the cars and go? That would have been smart.
I'm in one of the Land Rovers, ready to leave when you are.
Don't be in it yet, in case they sink it with an RPG.
Right, get Docker loaded, get casualties loaded.
Get everybody through, we need to go now. What did you guys take here?
We took a fucking couple of civic trucks, well, they're fucking ways
Let's
out.
just steal these and leave.
Tires are out on the other one.
Docker's
Got room
loaded
for
in.
I'm about to go down. I'm like passed the fuck out.
Just get in the fucking truck.
If your truck's full, leave.
Just load him in. Load him in. We don't have time.
Just load and drive, load and leave.
Sniper, if your Vic's full, get him out of here.
It's not full.
2. I got room for 2, come on.
Come on, get
There you
in.
go.
Full.
Other vehicle has his fucking wheel shag, we'll find our own way.
East side of the building, there's a bunch
There's
of
a
vehicles.
shit ton of trucks.
Shut up, about us.
Just ran
Just get in and go
They
back to
just
the
ran
first
the
wheel.
fucking car while I'm
Wow, iceberg.
He ran the fucking truck!
Ah, fuck.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
rack.
Just absolutely amazing.
Are you guys up?
I'm just gonna. We're just.
Vic 2, are you guys up?
I'm on fire.
Keep moving. We've got a Land Rover up. Fucking iceberg. Oh shit! Third floor of the building we just left is a fucking rifleman.
My God.
Push west, that's where trucks are. Come on.
I know, but we've got a guy still down, he's in a hallway.
Yes, we'll come by and grab it, but we're in the shade open zone, they're on top of the building.
I'm crippled.
Auntie's back here. I think she's fixing the wheel.
Our Vic was just northwest of the blue objective marker, correct?
Azariah is still dead.
Our Vic was just northwest of the blue objective marker, correct?
Yeah, they're west, at the fucking green mark.
Okay, I've managed to get him. I've managed to get away. I'm gonna get the Vic and come get y'all.
Yeah, we'll hold on for a minute to get everybody up.
They're getting the truck, and then they'll get everyone who's still alive and
Sniper,
go.
you up?
Silo's fast off it.
Try to get all our wounded out, not gonna leave anyone behind.
Oh shit.
Wow, he is keyholing these guys through that opening right there.
I'm ready to come get y'all. Say when.
Shooter on top of the silos is dead.
Sniper will fucking drop him, keeping to his goddamn name.
Whatever fuck off building with big ass
We
staircase.
have the advantage in nighttime, it's not gonna last long.
Okay, Andrew's I'm gonna have to call him Andrew now, I guess. Jeez.
You want me to come in and get you guys?
Yeah, are we all out?
No, I think we have one or two still in there. They're stuck in the vehicle, we can't get them out, like they're in that glitch.
I can't G-key him. Danny woke back up, Azariah's down.
Turn your lights on truck and wait right there. Turn your lights on Hawk. Drive to your shit zone.
Yeah, don't illuminate all of us, you cunt. Turn your fucking lights off.
Turn around. Fucking don't play towards us. Fuck.
You missed the turnaround part when you asked me to turn them on.
I've got t-shirt, look for my leg.
Azariah's down right there.
Yeah, no eyes on these.
I see Azariah, I'm gonna try and get him.
First floor of the compound. I saw a dude running there and get dunked by an MG gunner.
Alright, I'm gonna start having infantry from around the area.
Yeah, start getting out of here. Fucking.
I'm coming. Just load them into whatever you can and let's leave. They don't need to be here.
That'll take them probably 2 minutes to get there.
You have 30 seconds.
Let's roll.
But yeah, other than that little bumblefuck at the end, so let me explain what happened. This was meant to be a moment. This would let like the 4 guys that came out first be able to secure this site. What ended up happening was Daka came up first and aggroed everything, and then on his own, he then had to fight that site. So
come over to the wreck. Come over to the wreck again, Andrews.
I thought there would be a bit more coordination there, but that just, I guess that's my bad. But that was a bit messy.
Me, Auntie, and Teacher in the techie that approached us earlier.
Yeah, start pulling out.
I need someone here. I need someone here.
That is my left.
So I got Andrews out too. I mean, just look at these piles of blood. All of that represents a wound bleeding.
Yeah, where are you guys at? Okay, thank you.
Sniper wants to drive now because of what's happened.
Critical.
Now, whoever the squad leader is, do a name check.
Andrew's loaded.
Alright. As it in, as.
You all have jack tags, do a fucking name check. Go, Texas, go. Azariah, go.
Azariah,
Anti-pull forwards, 5 meters.
Check tags. Anyone on check tags in a vehicle or was it DC?
Let's pull out here, let's go. Head north, head north.
Getting his RPG out!
Yeah, you should definitely be fighting. Leave.
Head north, Techie, come on. Everyone in the white truck,
That would've been messy if it hit.
And whoever else is down in here.
I'm working on S.
Ambi, are you in this vehicle?
No, because he wouldn't have woken up because he got sprayed down by, Gunner.
Don't forget to CPR him, someone.
That's sad.
Andrews is better than Andrew, in my opinion, jeez. Alright, all forces, this is high. We are NBEX at this time. Good job.
Teacher can disconnect as I'm about to
Heads up in 5.
continue working on.
Take a turn here, Techie, don't go straight. There's a fucking wall there.
Thanks for getting me up, guys. Right, give me a sound off. Disregard. Good job.
Memes.
Yeah, I wanted to wrap that up after what happened. They just drifted it. Alright. Let's kill our music. Let's come in and put TeamSpeak up. Alright, so I'm gonna address the thing there. I just mulliganed the fact that a car rammed into another car and blew up. That firefight coming out was supposed to be a bit easier, but what ended up triggering it was Daka went out by himself and no one came out with him, so there was like a good 10 seconds where you guys would have had first shot, and instead those 10 seconds were wasted and that turned into a bit more of a bloodbath, so I'll take fault for that. I was hoping, you know, more guys would come out and then initiate the firefight, but I tried to wake people up where I could and, you know, unfuck that situation. Or you could just get in the cars and immediately, like, drive off, because there's no, like, 50 cals or anything, no machine guns. It was just meant to be something like a nice little getaway, but shit happens. It's understandable. I built that tunnel last night, did a shit ton of testing, even though I should have been sleeping, but I was really excited for it because I've gotten into this new idea. And you guys got the intel out, so once in a while, I'm gonna work on some bigger tunnel systems, because that one was supposed to be double the size, with an Easter egg way to get in, and then you'd find out how the vehicles got in there and stuff. But instead, I caved those areas in because Fallujah does not like. It already has a bunch of shit down. If I added even more, the frames would have been completely intolerable. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. It seemed like you had a lot of fun. And then the last thing I'll say is the lantern pile at the tunnel exit when you guys left. That was because they were taking lanterns in because I knew you were probably going to turn them off, so they'd probably bring, you know, more light sources with them to see and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. And from what I could tell, comms went really well. And yeah, hope you had fun. Az, you got anything to say for the group?
Some of the things we brought up in the debrief for the Tier 2 op regarding getting out of an objective area is the same incidents that happened in the T3 op. We were a little bit slow on our exfil on that one, and for the majority of the comms are a little bit askew. In CQC, probably the best bet for the guys up front, take a knee or even go prone, then the guys behind can shoot rather than just having one gun. You can actually like stagger your actual like combat effectiveness, and you can actually increase your overall firepower as a result of that. Clearing stuff out, we actually did a pretty decent job of that. I think that we didn't really have any KIAs until after we exited the facility.
We had one before we entered.
Yeah, that was Tempestal, and that's unfortunate. I would say that with the communications and stuff like that, not everything has to be said over radio. When we assigned teams, my idea was, which I never fully implemented, so that's a fault on my side, of which I do apologize for. I had Darker and Ice pick a few guys out, and those guys were going to be the main people talking on the net, whilst everything else is going to be kept to local chatter. That didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to, but that's just because of the failure of my implementation, so I do apologize for that. Overall, it was a decent op, I'd say. There's definitely room for improvement regarding communications and the way that we tackle CQC, but it's a good benchmark for us to station ourselves off of it looking forward into the future.
Cool. Anyone got anything else to say?
Earlier today? So, Bad will go first.
Yeah, with the regards of leaving the tunnel before everyone's good is ready to go, same thing going in. I was down, Auntie and Tempestal were medicing me and got jumped after most everyone else had gone down. And that's why Tempestal died. It's just, if for that type of situation, we need to make sure we're all stacked up and ready to go in. We can't just
even
YOLO.
before the objective was to rush in there and not secure the building because reinforcements kept going in. They even put that out multiple. In the beginning, was to go straight in.
I got hit on my way to the tunnel.
Yeah, I understand that.
On the shortest possible route.
So.
People up there
and they were trying
security.
to medic me.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I get it. But people were previously up there staying on security. We had 5 people on the tunnel, and no one went in besides me and like 3 other dudes.
Nobody should have gone in till we were ready to go in, though.
So the thing that I would have stayed was first team that approached the tunnel, they stopped security, and then the last person's in. We could do it by team. We could do it by just whoever turns up there first. But ultimately, you need to make sure that you guys get in. Unfortunately, we can't put people who are down through a teleporter, as what a lovely job that would be. But at that certain stage, you would need to make sure that people are pulling security, and you make sure that people sound off who's coming through, and you actually do it cohesively. That's a little bit of a fault on my side of it, just because of the fact that I didn't really call out which team to go through first. It was kind of like a Hail Mary of like whoever the fuck gets there first. But again, it's something to keep in mind of in the future about making sure that we know who's coming through, we know everyone's on the same page about who's coming through. I want to make sure that any casualties that do happen, they're dealt with there and then, rather than delaying the process.
It boils down to communication. Daka, you just rushed out of the tunnel as soon as possible, and I know damn well you were on the radio, and I know damn well that you heard, hey, let's stack up, repack mags, then you were fucking already through. Like,
so like
next time communicate. So it's 100% your fault that you went up and died because you went up by yourself without communicating.
Yeah. I would like to apologize for ramming the vehicle. I straight up just didn't fucking see it. Like I just.
It's okay. I don't expect anything else from you, Iceberg. Just failure.
As we're approaching the accident, it's like, hey, let's just do a repack because I've got like 8 mags, but I'm not sure how many mags I've got fully left.
No, I was
probably
deaf.
a fight went out.
Fire because I was deaf from all the gunfire. I didn't have earplugs, and I heard it. So
another thing
not really an excuse. Like I said, just communicate more, guys.
Also, please try to keep down the screaming from the radio as possible. Just not important information, but just pure screaming and stuff like that, as it only clutters up the comms and makes it harder for everybody else.
It's like I was saying, the idea that I had the idea that I had initially was only going to be me, Iceberg, and Darker. That was mainly speaking on that.
So I'm going to cut it here. I am glad tier 3s and above, they're really hard on themselves, but I will admit, if I were to give that type of op to any other group, I know some that would do as well as they did, and some that would just fall super fucking flat. But that was all very well done. They were really well coordinated. Sure, they made some mistakes, but you know, what other group? Name me one other group that does custom tunnels like that right now, because there aren't any. That's why I haven't come up with this idea in so long, because I haven't seen it yet. So I hope we can see more of this in the future. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If indeed you still are, go operate operationally. I might stream the training at 5. It's just a basic Grenadier AT, and then might do some more stuff tonight. Otherwise, Sorry, Bloodwing has a mask on. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Warcraft will do some tonight. Otherwise, cheers and have a good one.